What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. What's up, Rachel? And for Rachel, while she's here, let me do this for you, Rachel, real quick. We are members of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. We did our thing, okay? We've been acknowledged that we are members of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. Don't say I didn't do it, Rachel. I know you remind us every week, but we do it. Man, today we're going to have a fantastic show. Our guest tonight, man, she has been all over the world. She has traveled doing what she loves to do. And, you know, we always talk about doing what you love to do. You're never working, okay? But sometimes when you're doing what you want to do and you're doing a lot of it, like this lady does, it's working, okay? It's good, it's fun, but it's working. And what's going on, Amber? Thank you for always supporting. Appreciate you. She's traveled the world. She's appeared with so many notable names. It's too many to mention right now. I'm gonna let her mention them now. I can name a few though. Freddie Jackson, Vickie Winans. You know, we don't want to name drop because I don't know them all, okay? And I might say wrong things, okay? But she's captivated audiences all over with her gift. What is her gift? She plays the saxophone. It is the almighty, I'm going to call it, the almighty, the famous, the world famous. We love her. A lot of people love her. Lady Sax, Ernie Shelby. She's going to be on with us today, man. Real quick. So, couple of things happened in my hometown. They renamed Grant Street Richard G. Hatcher Boulevard. All right, I heard that, so shout out to the people in GI. Good work. You know, it's long overdue, I would say. What else? I guess your president, President Trump, has done this little peace thing with those guys overseas, and you know, it happened. It worked. All right, but we ain't gonna harp on that. Let's give them that. Hey, whatever. But everything else is cool. We good. What's up, Mo?
What's up, man?
I'm chilling, man. I am chilling. Jeff Relaford had a great show with the authors today, man. Fantastic show. Shout out to Jeff Relaford and his people for creating that. Shout out to the authors, the Distinguished Authors Guild, November 7th. But today, man, again, Mo, I don't know if you heard of this lady because you've been away for a long time, okay? But this lady has been all over. She's been all over. She plays the saxophone, and she has a great show. She's a vocalist. She's a musician. She's a songwriter. She's just an amazing talent, okay? Let's, you and I right now, say hello to Lady Sax. What's going on, Lady Sax?
Hey, G.I. in the house.
G.I. already. G.I. It's so great to have you here, man.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Gee whiz.
You know, I've seen you before. I've seen you. And the thing that I love about what you do is the way that you come out. You know, you're not coming out like, you can't be touched, you can't be talked to. You come out and you talk to the people. You know what I mean?
Right.
You make everybody so you relax everybody.
That's the way you're supposed to do it.
Then you relax them even more with your gift. So let's just get it started. Now, how did you get into, or what made you want to play the saxophone? Because I know, real quick, let me say this, because I know,
Okay.
you know, you in your bio, you said that there was, you know, you had the opportunity, or they were telling you, hey, look, there's a tuba over there, there's a clarinet over there, there's a flute over
Right.
there. I mean, what made you pick the saxophone?
One alto saxophone, give it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, alto. I ended up on alto because the tenor was too heavy, and I fell over. I started back in the 60s. They did a musical aptitude citywide test, and this was so you can go into summer and play an instrument for summer school. Arnold K. Williams was the superintendent of music at that time, and I tested second in the city.
Wow.
Mainly because my mom played piano, my dad was in the Snapney Quartet. My brother, a year younger than me, was the child protege as far as music was concerned, Ernest Caldwell. My baby brother wasn't born yet, but my baby brother ended up being a drummer, and he was drummer tech for Prince and the Revolution for a minute.
Wow.
So they did that aptitude test, and I tested second in the city, and the high people, top 5, went to orchestra immediately for the summer.
Wow.
And anybody after that went to band. So I was in orchestra that first summer. And back in the day, they did not give Black schools real violins and violas. They gave them a wood-shaped violin or viola, and then they gave you something like a pool stick that you would bow, and you would learn to bow. And you really didn't have an instrument, and you bowed to eighth notes, quarter notes, and so many notes from a record player. And at the same time, they put the music in front of you. So you would hear the note and you would see the note and you think it was bowing. But the band back down the hallway had real instruments. I said, what the heck? I want to go I hear some music. So that the following summer, I asked to be transferred to band. And by that time, all the girl instruments were gone. The piccolos, the flute, the clarinet. And Arnold looked at me and said, we got tuba and we got saxophone. At that point, I knew what a saxophone looked like because I used to babysit for my uncle, and I babysitted my younger cousins. And he was in a blues band, and everybody left their instruments at his house for rehearsal. So me and my brother was snooping and found, but they already let him play the guitars. But I found a tenor saxophone under the kids' bed. So we would sneak and play on the instruments.
Look at you being sneaky. Look at you.
Yeah, getting all them germs for whoever was playing that horn. And so I knew what it looked like by the time I got to fifth grade going to sixth grade. That's when I started. Fifth grade, I did orchestra. In sixth grade, I was trying to get into the band.
Yeah, that's very unique.
So I chose the saxophone.
That's very unique. I did try to play the tenor sax. That's why I said tenor alto, because I saw your picture. I saw the alto sax. And the craziest thing or the hardest thing for me to learn was that mouthpiece and that reed.
Oh God, yeah.
And making sure that reed didn't tear up.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you blowing through those reeds that time, and that was the most irritating.
Plus, they work on your jaws. You have to have the right embouchure, and your jaws get sore when you're in training, when you're beginning.
Y'all speaking French to me. I don't know nothing about all that. Now, Lady Sax, I had two brothers that played saxophone. Okay, they were award-winning saxophone in the city. You know, they had a thing called Nisbova, I think, some time ago. And my brothers traveled and did all of that, and they put it down. What made you, even at that young age, what made you want to keep doing it? You know, you just said something about the arbiter and everything. What made you really want to keep doing it though?
Well, I probably got the training by when I was sneaking at my uncle's house, training my jaws.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So by the time I got to the summer program, and by the way, shout out to my first teacher, Sandra Dillon. She, like I said, they gave me the tenor first. I was like 75 pounds wet. So I fell off the chair when they put it on me and I fell down. So Arnold said, go get the alto. So Sandra went and got the alto and he says, you got 2 weeks to catch up with everybody else because I was a summer behind. And he said, you got 2 weeks. And so Sandra showed me how to put the horn together, put the reed on, which I couldn't afford actually at the time. Reeds were 10 cents. And I didn't have 10 cents. So Sandra bought me a reed and gave me the reed to put on. And my first note was clear as a bell. And so Dr. Williams had left the room and he hear all these sounds coming out. And he's getting on Sandra. He said, I didn't tell you to play it for her. I told you to get her started. And he said, that's her. And he said, no, that can't be. So he says, okay, put that first finger down on the first key. I knew what that was already. I knew that was a B. And each note was coming out clear and he couldn't believe it. And in a half hour, I was doing scales.
Man.
He told me, get your behind out from, you ain't no beginner, get your behind out there with everybody else. So I kept it because it's really a God's gift for me. Probably I was a little jealous. My brother was getting all the attention. That boy started at 4 playing and he was playing B.B. King and Jimi Hendrix was the man at the time. And he was playing all that good stuff at 6 and 7 and 8 years old. I don't know. I said, maybe I could do something, a little novelty, you know. And I stuck with it because it's kind of like God's gift to me.
That's what's up. I mean, that's an amazing story because, like I said, I know a lot of people that have started playing instruments and, like you said, the band. And after high school, they stopped. It was over.
Yeah, life gets in the way. One of the first bands I got in was after my brother missed the opportunity of being with the Jacksons. He was one of the top guitar players in the city. And I guess Tito had just started playing. And they came over to try to check him out, my brother out, Ernest. And they was going to make him a cousin. He was about the same complexion, that sort of thing, because they made the keyboard player cousin. I don't think he was really related, but I think the drummer was really related.
the drummer, that was the guy's name. But I know you're talking about. I know the drummer because he died a few years back.
Yeah, he died a few years ago.
Biopic, right?
Say again.
Didn't you make the biopic, Greg?
I think so. I think they mentioned him in it. But I know it made the papers. And so my mom said that my brother could not go because it wasn't for the church. My mom was Church of God in Christ. And my dad was B.B. King lover. And so we always had a conflict in the house of playing the music. If we went in the backyard and played for my dad's barbecue, next morning we got to be over at the church. So that's what kind of kept me going. She wouldn't let us stop because anything you did over the blues, you got to do for the church house.
That's right.
But you know, life gets in the way. After I got married and I was pregnant with a set of twins, they made me sit down the last month of my pregnancy. But I had one more. I had to play St. James Baptist Church. And me and my husband had the biggest argument because I needed to go play at the church. But I just was determined because it's my gift I give to the people. And actually, therapy for me, it saved a lot of dudes from getting shot that dumped me early on.
Okay.
I'm going to queen.
I ain't gunslinger. Hey,
Right.
let me ask you though, how did you get the name Lady Sax though?
That is really funny. I was in a band about 15 or 16. We used to play behind a blind guy. named Pledge. After Mom wouldn't let Ernest go, then one of the road managers from the Jacksons came back and tried to start their own group, following the Jacksons. And so he put out this call and everything. And so my brother was the first one he came to see, and he kind of built everything around my brother. And then, but they were going to be like an Earth, Wind and Fire band. It was going to be totally different than the Jacksons were. And so after my brother had been in there a couple of months, he said, my sister plays saxophone. And so I got an audition with those guys, and I got in, and I played a little keyboard too. So I got in with that, and with the reverbs going on and on. We stayed together from, I was in 8th grade all the way up into my first year in college, going around with, but it was a guy, we were on 5th Avenue. I can't tell you what club. We weren't supposed to be in there because I think I was 15 and Ernest was 14. And it was a Jamaican guy. No, he kept playing Funkin' for Jamaica or something like that. And
Jamaica. I know
he was playing it was a Jamaican tune. I think I got the wrong tune, but he was playing. Remember the day you put the money in the jukebox? He was playing a song, and he kept saying he was drunk and he was slurring his word, and he was trying to say "lady playing the saxophone." Lady playing, but he came out. The saxophone. Lady sax on saxophone. Lady sax on saxophone. Lady sax is on saxophone.
He just tore up.
So everybody started calling me Lady Sax, but I didn't trademark it till I got grown, like 25 or 26. So that's how I became Lady Sax.
What'd you say, Mo?
You owe him a drink.
I do.
I don't give him no more drink. Don't give him no more drink.
He didn't need no more.
He might call you something else then.
Right.
We'll
Yeah, but that's how I got that
Lady
name.
Axe.
Right.
You can't say the S anymore.
Right. And you won't imagine how many people get that A mixed with an E. I was working with a comedy team out of Chicago at one point, and back in the day, they did strip dancing on these little variety reviews.
They did.
And so shake, they call it shake dance.
They did show me.
Show you.
No, I'm joking.
But that's kind of funny. He had booked me to come play, and I was in the Fabulous Kings at the time, he booked me to come play by myself. And I get there, and a big old banner say, "Lady Sex on the saxophone." I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! I said, you gotta take that down. I ain't going out there because they expect me to take something off, and I ain't taking nothing off.
Wow.
Nigga, we see what
That
they
is
say.
hilarious. Lady said.
Yeah. And I get a lot of truckers because I got it on my plate. So I get a lot of truckers blowing. They don't blow as much anymore. I guess I'm past 50, so they don't blow as much anymore.
They changing that middle letter up. But that's
Lady Sex is
and when did you first know though that okay, this is something that's gonna take me everywhere I want to go? This is something that I know that I do well, and it's gonna take me everywhere I want to go.
I think I'm still trying to learn the places it can take me. My first priority is to share my God-given gift with His people. Mm-hmm. And I know that a lot of times if it makes me feel better, I'm pretty sure it makes somebody else feel better. And and a lot of folks have come to me and told me that. But I think my most personal congratulations on my back type moment where I say, this is what I'm doing really means something. I was doing my one woman act. After I left the Kings, I started doing a one woman act, whereas it was just like putting on the hits. Mm-hmm. They used to have like karaoke thing. Well, folks start going in the club and just what they call middying the keyboard and playing all these other type of informations and song instruments and singing with it. So I started playing what they call tracks or karaoke. Okay. So I was downtown. I was booked at the U.S. Immigration. Oh, Jesus. This is really coming back home. I was booked. This is really full circle for these days and times.
Yeah,
I was booked at the U.S. Immigration place in Chicago. And I got through with my show and I noticed this pleasingly plump white woman she was bouncing around to the music. And of course, she wasn't on beat, but she was bouncing around to the music. And she was just really, she was just really into it. I mean, she was just really to whatever I was playing. And after I finished my show, a gentleman walked up with her and said, Susie or whatever her name was, wanted to let you know how much she enjoyed the show. And I said, and I reached my hand out and I thanked her and let the hand go. And then she signed to the guy to tell me thank you.
Oh.
She was deaf.
Wow.
And so I was just amazed and tears just started rolling. But I said, well, how did she hear the music? And he says she feels the vibration. Some kind of way she feels the sound waves, the vibration on the floor, and my movement, and she can be on beat. Then I didn't blame her for not being on beat because she felt whatever I was playing through her deafness. That's when I knew
she said,
that I had something special. Huh? What you say?
Of course, she was off beat. Like,
right. I felt kind of, I felt bad too. I'm like, oh, poor little white lady can't be on beat. And that's something because I went to an integrated school, Lou Wallace. I was the third or fourth group to be going to school, so I was used to white people not being on beat. But that's when I knew that this would, like the Bible said, will put me before kings. And what I'm doing is pertinent and relevant to not just Gary or any other place, but to the world if I can get there. So I've just asked him to make provision for me to get out there. And every now and then he give me a creative idea. I wrote a play in 2010, a gospel play. So he gives me a creative idea, another creative avenue to go further and further and expand my territory.
Do we get a taste of that sax tonight?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get that. I made sure of that.
Good.
Wait a minute. My mom was the Don King of gospel churches, and she would call me up. I'd be just getting in from being with the Fabulous Kings over the weekend. We get back on a Sunday after doing the Iowa, Milwaukee, whatever, and she calls me and she says, "Hey, there's a musical over at Williams Temple, and come by and bring your tutor."
Tutor.
You know what's so crazy is I can remember because I went to Church of God in Christ too, and they allowed us to play everything.
Oh yeah.
I went to St.
Yeah. And I would get there sometimes. Huh?
Is it different for you now than when you first started?
How is
it different as far as getting out there playing the sax? Back then I'm pretty sure it was like a woman playing the sax.
Right.
Yeah, it was a novelty. In fact, I did the Holy Ghost Convention back in the day at 14 or 15 for Church of God in Christ in Memphis. And it was a novelty, but there was a lady over in East St. Louis that also played the saxophone. So I remember I was scheduled to be on a musical, and the biggest saxophone players back in the day in gospel was Vernard Johnson. And so Vernard was there, and then Reverend, I can't remember her name, but she was there, and I got booted off the show because the king and queen of saxophone was there. But I got to play another day for Purity Hour, and they call me the princess of the saxophone.
Yeah.
So,
what other genre do you play? All genre or just gospel?
I play everything.
Oh,
yeah, I play everything. In fact, I got in trouble with
it a little bit.
Yeah, I got in trouble at Church of God in Christ with a couple of bishops there after I got grown because I was in the Fabulous Kings, and they felt that Some churches, I got blackballed, bottom line. I got blackballed in Church of God in Christ at one point. But then the CMEs, AMEs, Baptists, they didn't care. So I got called to churches all the time.
Hey, so let me throw this out to you. Psalms 92:10.
Oh, Psalms 92:10. Yeah, I will exalt you like the horn of an oxen. And some interpretation says, I will exalt your horn. So I feel like that was just for me.
You live that.
I live that because he's always exalting me through the horn, and I therefore exalt him with what I do.
Okay. So when you started, you're out there now. Everybody knows Lady Sax. They don't call you Ernie no more. Ernie don't even exist. Okay, it's Lady Sax now, and you're out there, and now you're starting to make these connections. How intimidating was it to you to start playing for these notable names that were out there?
That's something I very seldom get nervous. I think I've been nervous maybe 4 times in my life. There was a big talent show where Denise Williams came back to offer us a chance to be with Maurice White, to be produced by Maurice White when she was working with Maurice. My brother had already left Gary, and he was in New York doing a backstreet play, Beatlemania, and he played Jimi Hendrix in Beatlemania back in the day.
Oh wow! Okay.
So he was in connection on the East Coast with Denise at one point and Philip Bailey. They were trying to do some little things too. So I think that was the only time I was intimidated because I play soprano sax too. But by me not starting on clarinet, I have to play the curved one, the little curved one. I can't play straight. And on that talent show, I had a straight one, and somebody bent the keys all crazy. So I had to wing it and just play the alto. They had attempted to do something to the alto too, but I was able to get through it. And I think that was the only time that I became nervous around other musicians.
That's because your instrument was fractured.
Yeah. But I'm not intimidated by too many well-known folks. I know people say I look like Natalie Cole, and when I finally met her, she was
She's
not
sure
very
in
nice.
the hell do.
Yeah. In fact, I'm doing a tribute to her this year called "Miss You Like Crazy." She's been gone 10 years, and I'll be doing a tribute to Whitney, Tina Turner, and Natalie on December 28th at the Dynasty as well.
Okay. Now, you played with Vickie Winans, Freddie Jackson.
Vickie, yeah.
The
craziest was that. The craziest was that. I played with Zapp when Roger was alive, and then I opened up for Zapp in Kalamazoo after he had passed away. That Roger is crazy.
I met him once, and
that Roger was so crazy. He got out there and was telling me, "Lady saxophone." He had the little voice box. And he was scary, and he was really scary backstage.
Yeah, I thought he was on drugs when I met him.
He might have been, but I stayed away. We did an audition for Clayman's when I was in the Reverb. We did an audition for Clayman's too, and the Funkadelic was going to either be there the next day or that night or something, and they crazy too.
Well, they were on drugs.
We knew that. Some amazing stories.
We knew they was on drugs.
But I think that you carved your own niche, and people know who you are. Everybody knows who you are. Lady Sax this, Lady Sax that, Lady Sax T-shirts, Lady Sax playing cards, all of that stuff. But what we want to do since we
we lost them.
Huh?
I thought we lost you. Oh, okay.
No, we here. What we want to do since we got a little time is to I want everybody to understand who Lady Sax is. You should blow for us.
Oh, you ready for the song?
Why not?
Okay, I hope I got it queued up right. I hope you can hear it real good. Got my baby right here. How y'all like my new strap I got from the Netherlands?
Well, we wouldn't know if we would.
I like it even more that it came from the Netherlands.
Right.
Girl, that blame Trump tariff. I had to pay an extra $65 to get it through customs.
But you balling like that, you are world known.
Yeah,
so
blinged up.
balling like that, you pay that 65. Everybody know
Yeah.
you.
But that don't mean we want to, bro.
I
That
know.
don't mean we want to.
I know, right? Everybody, but we're having a conversation with Lady Sax. She has been all over the world playing her music, doing what she loves to do. Maurice always says, if you're doing what you love to do, you're never working, okay? And I expressed that, you know, sometimes as much as she works, as much as she's performing, she loves what she's doing, but she's working. All right, she's doing some work. All right, but yeah,
as the congressman used to say, it's a good tired.
There you go. There you go. So we sitting back chilling. Jenny, you got your drink? Mo, you got your drink? We just sitting back chilling.
Go ahead, Eddie. Distraction.
Give me some type of sign if the sound is crazy. Give me some type of sign.
We ain't gonna let you go
I'll
out
be
there.
right back. I'm going to get some libations.
Yeah, come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Wow.
There we go.
Woo, all right. Shoot. Boy, you got some wind in that little body.
Man.
She got some wind. Them some strong lungs.
Got some lungs, don't she?
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
When you're playing, and I know when you play a song, how do you know which level you want to go to? I mean, is it just the music? You feeling it? You feeling the vibe?
I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling what the people are giving me, or not giving me. Sometimes I'm not as technical as most jazz saxophonists. In fact, I've been told I play like a girl. I don't really know what that means.
Yeah, what's that?
I really don't. I don't know what that means.
Playing like a girl.
I know I do everything like a girl. I am a girl.
Go girl.
I know most jazz saxophonists and most jazz enthusiasts would not appreciate what I do because they put it in the smooth jazz sellout category. Because Kenny G and Grover really started. He crossed over. Yeah, and Mr. Magic was being playing on R&B and soul, and it just wasn't set for a jazz station.
Right.
I said Grover Cleveland, like the old president used to play. I meant Grover Washington.
You say Grover Cleveland.
I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch it. Mo, you didn't catch it either, did you?
Yeah,
I heard Grover. That's it.
I blinked my eyes. I said, "Did this Negro just say?"
Imagine Grover Cleveland at the White House.
Lady Sax, you're in a category that's very small for women. Am I correct?
It's growing. Hence Sax Girls Rock. When I was on Facebook, I started a Facebook group called Sax Girls Rock, and we were up to like 100 and so members before they took me off, and from all over the world. So you got your Japanese now really getting into playing saxophone. There's a well-known Japanese artist. We had a couple of ladies from England. There was one from Jamaica. And there's a lady sax in Africa. So I have to change my trademark to go international because the lady sax name is trademark.
Yeah,
I want to ask you about that.
Yeah, but it's really growing. Flutes are growing too. And now, I didn't want to be on violin back in the day because all I could see myself was being on hee-haw. But now violin is.
They use a lot of the violinists in the raps now. I like it. I like it kind of brings it a little bit more class. I hear those rappers that bring the violins in. I think that's very classy.
I mean,
but you know what I
did pretty successfully was cool. I was going to say, Coolio, Gangsta Paradise. He had the violins from One to Sample. You know?
But I would love to see them do that with the sax. I mean, I think that would turn the audience out.
There's a couple of guys that are running around. Their videos are on YouTube, and I would love to see you do this, Lady Sax. These guys are going and they're playing this music. There's one guy on the saxophone. There's one guy on the violin. All right. There's no lyrics. They just there's some music being played and then they come in. I mean, it's well done. I would love to see you do.
Well, they got the one deal where they're improvising, and then they call somebody out of the crowd to sing the song while they play it.
Well, wow!
It's two black guys. It's two black guys.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, what I just played is the rapper's version of what's going on.
Okay.
I think that was the P. Diddy and folks on there.
Oh Lord. Claude, have mercy.
Yeah, so you know how the rappers used to get together and do some everything together, and they just sample one of the old tunes and just put their stuff on it.
Replay it to get around the sample rights.
You truly can blow. What'd you say, Mo? I'm sorry.
Mo, speak up, Mo, because we can't hear you.
I was saying either they sample it and replay it, and what happens is they get around the sample rights on it.
Yeah. Well, if you sample so many bars, you can get away from not paying people.
Mo, you got to turn your mic up a little bit.
All right.
I'm listening.
But my girl Beyonce sampled the Shy Light. Dun, 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 and to me it was horn. She sampled the horn intro. And that's a sample from the Shy Light. And Marshall got paid, and that was what James Brown was so upset about. Everybody had sampled a portion of his stuff and wasn't paying them. I mean, they was sampling a whole verse and a chorus.
Yeah, they was killing James Brown before.
And looping it.
Every other track came out with a loop from James
Brown.
Yeah. Either stream or just 2 or 3 of his words, and they just keep looping.
Yeah. So the copyright laws had to change when it came to the rappers that was sampling all this music.
Now you do a
so
great
you go
job.
ahead and you go ahead and pay them. Give them a penny off of a run or album or 10 cents or whatever they could get. I'm
gonna take all of it. Someone said, if you sample mine, I'm taking 100%. You'd be surprised how many rappers that took 100% of their royalties from the artist.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you write your own music as well?
I have written some music. Yeah. I did a play in 2010 called She Asian. It's Not All Eve's Fault. And it was about all these women in the Bible being pissed off at Eve because they heard that if it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be no sin in the world. Just like the preachers be preaching. And I went and reviewed the Bible and found out Adam was standing right there looking crazy. Because she handed him the apple. She didn't have to go nowhere and take it to him. She handed it to him. So he was right there. So I wrote this play and I wrote all the songs, most of the songs that was in that play.
That's what's up.
You know what?
And what's the name of it?
The play is called the songs I wrote.
The play.
Well, the play is called She Asian. It's Not All Eve's Fault.
So let me.
In fact, it's She Asian 2:22 because Genesis 2:22 is when Eve shows up in the Bible. Okay. And God had given him the commandments about don't touch this and don't touch that way before she was born, way before she was created. What
was you going to say, Mom?
No, I was just going to say there's a lot of folks that are doing tracks for whatchamajiggs for movies and soundtracks for plays right now. Is that where you've been mostly keeping your money and getting your money from?
No, I shopped that play maybe 5 years. I was trying to get on a lot of the female evangelist seminars and conventions. I sent it to Tyler Perry after I got it copywritten, and I hadn't copywritten the songs. So I just sent him the play without the songs and never got word back. So after I shopped it for about 5 years, I kind of left that alone and started doing the domestic violence awareness concerts I used to do every 2 years. I had developed an organization called Sisters in Song, and that was supposed to try to help the young ladies that's coming up in the entertainment business, trying to show them you ain't got to be naked. It's good to be talented, but you ain't got to be naked all the time to really do it. And if you got talent, don't be naked too. just go out there and do your thing.
Tell them again.
Yeah. Just don't, it's a class. So I started Sisters in Song, and I lost my board about 8 years after I started it, but I was doing domestic violence awareness concerts and what I call standing tall concerts.
Okay. That's what's up. Good cause. Before we get out of here, tell everybody about this.
Oh yeah. Now this is Sax Girls Rock is what I created on Facebook as a Facebook group. And when I was doing the domestic violence awareness concerts, I decided to bring another female saxophonist in to do the show with me. So the first person I hired was Joyce Spencer out of Texas. And we did a domestic violence awareness there at Dynasty 07, 09, something like that. And then I did another one, and I hired sax sister Nancy Sanez. They call her Lady Woodwind. She's on tenor. And so I brought her. So then I thought about, I would get disgusted because it was low attendance from my Gary people. And I used to really get depressed about my own country not attending anything I did.
Yeah.
And then I, you know, I read
we know that well.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, how many times did they go to Chicago and Gary Jazz Association? They went to Chicago and got Diane Ellis. They call her Little Sax, and she had an all-female band at one point. And they would hire her, and I couldn't get at the park or in the nothing. And I remember Chuck Deggins telling me, "Well, if you're a member, why don't you become a member and stop complaining?" So that's what I did. I became a member, and then they let me do some at the library one time.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
but this event
but
is coming up.
So tell us where Dynasty Banquets is. Where's it located?
That's on 41st and Calumet Avenue in Hammond. I've done a lot of events there, and that's on Halloween night, October 31st. And I know a lot of folks be out trick-or-treating or whatever. And some folks don't believe in doing anything on Halloween. They think it's against God or something. But that's what I'm running into now.
Trick-or-treat, not the grown folk.
Right.
Grown folk.
But most of my tickets that have sold is from out of Illinois. And that's who I just have to go with. My fan base.
It is. Yes, baby.
Is supporting me.
We know this well.
Yes.
We know this well.
Out of
in
Illinois.
the same wheelhouse, sister.
Yeah, when we opened up in Vegas because I got so disgusted with trying to do something here.
Wow.
I did.
Yeah,
what's
you
wrong?
did Vegas too.
You speaking my language. I have an award show. And that's exactly. I had to go out to Vegas too. I got so much support in Vegas, so I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you right now.
My uncle was moving there, and he said, "Well, when I get out there, I'm gonna sponsor the whole show." I said, "Oh, thank the Lord, Uncle." And so I started getting the sax sisters together, putting their ideas out there, and then my uncle died 7 months later.
Oh no!
And I was like, man. So I said, knock down again, but I just went on and did it in his honor. Just got up the money, got some out of my 401 and went on out there and did it, paid the ladies. And it went over very well. We filled half the house. The house was 198 and we were like at 120 something in that theater. We were at the library. So they wouldn't let us back in this year because I wanted to continue to be there. We had talked to the county. The county government is over the libraries there, and they have a performing arts kind of segment for their kids. And in fact, the performing arts school was right across the street from the library that we played at. And my intention, is to help these young folks out. I have an accounting business. I know about contracts you should make out and copyright, a little bit about copyright laws, and always wanted to get something in business to know the business of music as well.
Yeah,
so that's what we were trying to
You're very
start.
well rounded. In your bio, you got the Dimples. What is Dimples?
Dimples Music Company is the company I created. I actually created Dimples Music Company to start doing jingles. I was writing jingles with a guy named Rick Maestro Advertising. And so we did a couple of jingles for the city of Gary back in the day.
Okay.
Under Scott King and under Mayor Barnes, we did a couple of jingles. So that's when I went on and got the federal ID number and all that good stuff. And I put my accounting service with the same federal ID and started both of them.
You've done it all, and that's fantastic. You are living a dream that a lot of people want to live but can't do it because their minds are just not the same as yours.
Yeah. You get kicked.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, and then Dimples Company kind of evolved into. I had a studio in my basement, and couldn't get nobody to come in and do nothing. So one time I opened it up to the rappers. I don't know if you guys remember in Gary, the cable TV station, you could advertise on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
CCTV.
I used to advertise my daycare on there.
Yeah.
I started my music video show at the cable station.
At the cable station, yeah. So I advertised one time, rappers welcome. So these said little young men came in and
flooded.
They kind of, did a little something. And next thing I know, I got robbed.
Yep.
So I stopped doing the open recording studio for people. I just recorded for me.
Just making bad for every. Are you still in Gary?
I moved to Maryville '92.
Okay, well, you're still in our area.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got it. Your story, especially when you started getting toward the end. We do know that very well.
Yeah.
And that in itself should be a plea or a wake up call to the city that we're all from. Hey, support everybody that's doing something. You don't have to. We're not asking for money. We're just asking you, hey, come out, support, mention us.
Yeah.
But I know we get to a point where it's like, you know what, we're gonna do it anyway. The people that support us, we know that's genuine. The people that don't support us, is what it is. All right. But you have lived a great career.
Thank you.
Not just a great life. You lived a great career. Living a great life as well, but you lived a great career. Is there anything that if there was someone trying to do what you're doing, not just playing the saxophone, but carving your niche, what would it be? What would you tell them?
Get a good business foundation. If you really are serious about it, because sometimes people are successful on a fluke, and next thing you know, they've signed away all their first annual royalties. Then, in order to make any money, especially if you get an advance, you have to do well on your sophomore production, and you done ran out of money because you got your gold chains and your silver shoes or whatever you done bought, and you have to pay back that advance.
Yep.
When the money start rolling in. So that's what happened to a lot of the one-hit wonders. So I'm very careful about. I do need an entertainment lawyer though. I've never had a booking agent, and I never had an entertainment lawyer for more than a month. But I would like to find a good entertainment lawyer.
All my stuff in-house. It is. My son's mom is a lawyer. She does everything. So.
Oh, see, you got. That's another thing I was gonna say. Get the right connections, and know that sometimes whatever connection you have is only good for a certain season and a certain level.
Absolutely, you're right.
So sometimes you have to let some people go if you grow out of what they can do.
Yep.
And just because Junebug is your first cousin on your mama's side,
don't mean nothing.
You gotta let Junebug go, because Junebug was inviting all his friends. You can get in free. My cousin said.
I got you.
Ooh, don't say that. Don't say the free word. You got me itching now.
And wait, free word, free and don't. I get you a couple of drinks too.
Come on now.
Yeah. So that's gonna be Sax Girls Rock. The early bird tickets, I got 8 left. I had a group of lawyers just canceled because the president was going to buy 2 tables, and he just lost the election of being the president of them, so he ain't buying nothing. So the new president is a reverend, so he said he don't go out on Halloween. But I got 8 seats available at $60.
Hometown, pack it out, y'all. Go support.
Yeah, if they email me. Yeah.
Oh,
there it is right there. Okay. It's early bird VIP tickets available. I guess they're still available.
I got 8 of them left, and then after that they go for $75. Dinner and concert together, and no parking fees at Dynasty in the parking lot.
Come on, y'all. This is October the 31st. It's Halloween. Okay, it's at Dynasty Banquets, 4125 Calumet Avenue in Hammond. Be there on time. Okay, the doors open at 5:30. The dinner and the concert is at 6:00 p.m. be there on time. You got it. Look, you can't go wrong because it's got the Saxy 6 up in there, man. For real,
yeah.
You cannot go wrong. So let's make that happen. All right, Mo, what
I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking about? You say so you can bring your trick and get a treat at the same time.
Stop it, Mo.
I ain't never heard Mo.
Mo.
But that's all right, baby. Tricks are welcome. We need to fill these tables. Tricks, side pieces, second mama, third mama.
We want everybody to come out. Y'all come out and check out Lady Sax and the Sexy 6. Okay, the Saxy 6. Mo, what you got, bro? We got to get out of here.
I got a little piece of this video I wanted to show. I see it up here.
Piece of video of what?
Of her.
Oh wow, cool beans.
Let's see if I can add
that. From YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's my birthday. Oh no, that's domestic violence.
Mo, don't get us in copyright trouble now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm singing the gospel with a little jazz overtone.
Are them boots you got on?
Thigh-high boots, child.
Man, them go higher than the thigh. Look like ass-high boots. Those are ass-high boots.
Why is man looking at my boots? They ain't heard nothing I'm singing.
I'm hearing you, girl. Come on.
But thank you for the compliment. Looking at my little legs.
And where's this at? Where was this one at?
This was one of the domestic violence concerts a while back at the Dynasty.
Okay. Oh, they have a nice theater there. It's a whole stage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they really have banquet rooms, but in that front ballroom, there is a little piece of a stage there.
Okay. We'll go check that out. We still haven't got the party for the Dolly show done yet. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on, but we're gonna get it done, right? All right, Mo, I'm gonna take this off now.
All right.
But yeah.
So they can go to www.ladysax.com and all that information on how to pay, when to pay, and all that good stuff is there.
Okay, cool. Make sure y'all support. Okay, Mo, what you got? We got to get out.
Oh, music. That's why I enjoy my thing. So, I always tell everybody that's on here, the business of the business is the business first. That's the first thing. You learn the business. If you already got talent, that's gonna come. So learning that business is another thing. Like you said, that sophomore album, that's when you prove your grit on that sophomore album. Yeah.
Hey, Mo got a show coming out, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Giving all this information.
I got a whole man. I'm trying to top that down as we speak. So I got a whole show coming up for music.
Yeah, but your efforts right now should be on the Distinguished Dr. Skill. Let's go.
Yeah.
What you got?
Man, I honestly wish I had heard about you, Lady Sax. You would have really, really did well with my award show this year, especially with the theme being blue. It is too late. I have 3 entertainers already, especially with the theme being the blues all right with me. I searched for a blues or a sax player, and I could not find one. I want your information because we do this every year. I have an annual show honoring authors every year. We'll be at Theater 47 on November 7th in Park Forest, Illinois, and we have awesome entertainment. So I would love to connect with you for next year.
She would have been
so
perfect.
That, we could start lining up my entertainment for next year.
She would have been perfect.
And what I want to really say is the fact that you found a niche and one that wasn't out there. Like, I'm sure you had to break down doors for what you were doing, a female in the industry that you were in way back then. I'm sure you had to break down doors, but you stuck with it and you kept pushing through it. And most people wouldn't have done that. Exactly. That would have scared a lot of people away. And you stuck with it and you perfected your art. You do an awesome job.
Yeah. In fact, Theater 47, I called them about doing Sax Girls Rock there this year.
Oh, wow.
When I was planning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you never know.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have Lady Sax next year. We'll have her there. She'll be there.
Yes. I mean, it's so funny because I was just talking today about a sax player, and boom, here we go.
Where are you? Are you in Chicago?
I'm in Gary. I'm just like you. I had to branch out to Chicago because there was no support here.
There's several sax preachers there. I've hired sax preacher. There's a guy named Ronnie G. He's on saxophone as well, but he got a big band. My niche too is that I come by myself, and so my budget is a lot of time my fee is within their budget rather than bringing 25 people, on a bandstand.
Oh yeah, we're definitely
keep in mind, if you got a date already, go ahead on to ladysax.com and say maybe.
I got a book for wait, Gina, no, let her finish this one first. Okay, then we're gonna schedule everything out. Start getting scheduled everything out. She got to finish this one first.
We start planning in January though.
Yeah.
It's a whole year to plan out this event. It's a formal event. It's pretty huge. We filled all the seats in Theater 47 last year. I'm praying we do the same this year.
We ain't gonna have enough seats. And it's a very classy award show. Make sure everybody.
It's an awesome show, and the entertainment. We look for great entertainment. So I love the way you hit that sax.
Yeah, I did a show with a singer at Theater 47 before they named it Theater 47. I think it was called something else the last time I was there when I performed. I have been on that stage. I love it.
It is. I love it too. I love being there.
We love having you on the show. If there's anything we can do for you, if you want to come back, let us know when you want to come back. We're gonna have a seat open for you. Just let us know.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You want 4 tickets, Frank? Frank want 4 tickets. He said, "Get 4."
I don't know what he's talking about. Get 4 what, Frank?
You want 4 tickets, Frank?
He gonna start itching in a minute.
He's either talking about 4 tickets to
have
Lady
fits on his
event
too.
or 4 tickets to the to your event. Frank, which 4 are you talking about? Okay, because you want to split it up to a Lady Sax and G. I don't know, Frank. You saying get 4? I don't know. But anyway, Lady Sax, thank you for coming to the show and hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We love what you do.
Where's my phone at? I'm waiting for that Zelle bell to ring. Who buying what now? he said thanks again. Thanks so much for having me.
No, thank you for coming.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Tomorrow we are supposed to have Mr. Kamal Smith. He is the director and an actor in the movie. Forgot the name of the movie, but he did it. Okay. But it's not a movie, it's a mini-series. It's on Tubi. Wow. We'll talk about it, okay? But Kamal Smith is supposed to be on. I'm getting ready to talk to him as soon as I get off the show here. And again, that's Lady Sax, everybody. Go to the Dynasty Banquet Hall in Hammond, I think it is, and support her. Please support her. We need everybody to start supporting these people that are doing great things from the city, all right? Because, I mean, damn, what else y'all got to do? Really? Y'all ain't doing that. Anyway, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace.
Peace.